Last weekend in St. Cloud, the Wisconsin Badgers opened a stretch of 6 straight games against 3 of the top 4 teams in the country and played the St. Cloud State Huskies even 5-on-5 for the most part. But the Huskies scored 5 power play goals, a shorty and 2 others, and beat the Badgers in the weekend series 5-1 and 4-1. Now the defending Big Ten champions on the road again to open conference play, this time against second-ranked Michigan. I'm Brian Posick, and head coach Tony Granato joins us next on the Badger Hockey Digest. Well, Tony, you took on what is now the top-ranked team in the country, St. Cloud State, in St. Cloud last weekend. And I mentioned in the Open that 5-on-5 you played some pretty good hockey, but you have to give the Huskies some credit. They have a lot of talent, and they certainly showed it on the power play, scoring 5 times against your club.
Yeah, they were really good. I like the optimism and the positiveness of you saying that we did well 5-on-5 because I thought the same. But special teams right now for us have been a little bit of a struggle. Last year it was really easy for us. We'd go on the ice in the power play and we'd expect to shoot the puck in the net every time, and then the PK, we'd get block after block, and we'd do a great job of not only killing the penalty but giving a ton of momentum to our team. So this year it's been a little bit of the opposite. So it's something that we're going to have to address and focus on. And obviously there's lots of new players on our power play. Mm-hmm. It's a completely new power play. And on the PK side of things, so it's the opposite. We're pretty much everybody's returned. So I think we should settle into that and do a job like we did last year and that be a staple of our team. And as far as the power play goes, it's still a work in progress. We're still trying to work through some things to gain some confidence, to get some guys to be able to be more aggressive at shooting pucks. And I think the big thing for the power play for us is if we don't score, I still want us to figure out how to put pressure on the other team so they don't gain momentum out of a kill. And I think that's what you saw against St. Cloud. They were so aggressive. We really didn't get the set many times. And from that, they built energy, and it carried over into the 5-on-5 play. So that's the important part of sometimes the execution and the confidence that you build on a good PK or power play, carries over for the rest of the game, and that's important for us.
Sure. In 5-on-5, again, you were good. You generated more chances in the finale than you did in the opener. But the offense is a work in progress, too, because of the number of pieces you lost a year ago. But you've been working on that, trying to find ways. What's the best way to score? Where do you score most of the goals? Right in front of the net. You've been working on that.
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously, when you go through a slump, the more opportunities you give yourself to find rebounds and tips and screens, the better it is. So we just got to have a different mentality now in the offensive zone and just be more aggressive at giving ourselves the chance to get those battles. And to do that, the puck's got to go to the net. You can't look for a prettier play. You can't stick handle around on the outside and keep passing it on the outside. You got to get inside and find ways to give, like I said, give your teammates a chance to win those battles. And yes, it's we've done it in practice. We're trying to get that focus into our play. We got guys that I expect to gain confidence as the year goes along and grow. Mm-hmm. That's the one thing. We play St. Cloud. They're basically 2 years older than us.
True.
They're a very mature team that's got lots of 5-year returners and seniors. I think they have one freshman play the second game, and we get lots of new players in our lineup. We have an opportunity to grow faster than the other teams because we are younger as the year goes along, and that's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to be quick learners. We're going to have to forget fast because when you lose 2 games, it drags you down, and we got to turn around and go against that 1 or 2 team this week against Michigan, and we're going to have to be sharp in there, and they're going to be dying to get this Big Ten season going because they get so much expectations on themselves with the personnel that they have. So they'll be flying, and we'll have to be ready to counter and play a smart road series.
Yeah, Badgers go to Yost Arena to take on second-ranked Michigan. We'll tell you a little bit more about the Wolverines in just a moment.
It's Big Ten football. Camp Randall Stadium.
If you think back to 1990,
there's a fumble, and it's recovered.
Wisconsin was not the Wisconsin it is today.
Nancy has offered the position of Barry Alvarez.
When you take over a losing program, you have to change the culture.
Talking about momentum shifting.
You can't do it with mirrors. You can't do it with tricks.
This is a family. That's how you win.
It's been a great ride. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have.
Last week, Michigan was the number 1 team in the country and then split with Western Michigan. This week, the Wolverines are number 2 and loaded with talent. 7 first-round NHL draft picks, 5 from this past summer, 4 of the first 5 picks overall. You know, you had a lot of talent last year. Mel Pearson is loaded with talent at Michigan.
They are. They've done a nice job. They get lots of kids from the development team to come over. That's right there in Plymouth. And then the Owen Powers kid from Ontario that's there was the number 1 pick. You know, to have him come back after being the first overall pick is I think it's exciting for college hockey. I think it's smart on the kid's part to not rush into the NHL at 18, even though he's the first pick. So there's a ton of talent out there. It's a great opportunity for us. I think we were that team a couple years ago where we had all the high-profile players. Michigan certainly is right now, so they're under a microscope. They're a team that's going to be looked at and expected to win every night. They're going to be expected to score, 7 or 8 goals every night. So our job is to go in there and play them physical, play them hard, try to frustrate their skilled players. Try to put them in a pressure where they feel like each one of them individually has to be the difference. And a lot of times when you can frustrate a skilled team, they turn to individualism, and that's what we're going to have to rely on. We're going to have to be the better team. They get some players out there that are as good as any in college hockey, but we can go in there and play a really solid game and get good goaltending. And that we talked about earlier, special teams have to be solid. We have to be even or better in special teams to have success this weekend.
And I know you played there last year and split with them at Yost Arena, one of the funnest places to play. The crowd was not there last year, but you've been part of it. We're right next to your bench. They are relentless getting on players' parents,
coaches.
I mean, it's really for college hockey. It's one of the best atmospheres in the country.
It's a great venue to play in. The Michigan fans are, like you said, very energetic, and they're able to be loud, and they're creative. The Crease Creatures are number 1 for sure in our building, and they're trying to imitate and try to steal some of our cheers and the way we do things here. But no, it's a great place to play.
Certainly so. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you, Brian.
So Wisconsin and the Michigan Wolverines face off Thursday and Friday night. Thursday's game starts at 6 o'clock with 5:30 pregame on the Badger Sports Network. Thursday's game is on the Big Ten Network. And then Friday it's a 6:30 face-off with pregame at 6 on the radio network. You can also follow the live stream at BTN+. For Tony Granato, Jay Williams, and Steph Olson, I'm Brian Posick. Thanks for watching the Badger Hockey Digest.
This has been a presentation from Learfield,